Hello YouTube, I'm David Boucher and welcome back to day 25 of my 6-month life transformation chronicle. Hopefully your steps are going well. I'm certainly making progress on a lot of things and looking forward to seeing, as always, what the next couple months lead me in. And I hope to say the same for you and that the next couple months bring you great things as well. So just to jump right into it, I hope you're going to excuse me nerding out a little bit and maybe being a little bit philosophical, but since I always said these videos were going to be partly about how I felt, this is how I'm feeling today. So I told you I was going to a meetup yesterday for Python, and that it was going to be on mapping and machine learning. And so I went, and it was fantastic for two reasons. So first of all, I saw the same two people as I did at the meetup on Tuesday, and it looks like we're going to try and get a little bit of a data science group going, which is great. I mean, that's how you get better. But the other thing is that the concepts they covered were ones I'm familiar with, and I was just totally delighted that not only did I understand more or less everything that was going on, unlike the one on Tuesday where it was a little bit over my head, I learned, because I knew what was going on, I was able to learn some things, right? So I had the concepts down and was able to use those to then catch all the extra stuff that was being said. And what it really made me realize is that, I mean, I love data. Like this is what I want to do. And there's a couple reasons for that. The first one is that on a theoretical level, it's just kind of amazing to me how everything just ties together. So I'm gonna let Tango out here. Everything just ties together, right? And it shouldn't work that way, but it does. So think of, E equals mc squared. I mean, how many pages did it take to get down to those 5 symbols? Or the other one that you think of, or mathematicians think of, is God's equation, right? E to the I pi plus 1 equals 0. I mean, it shouldn't work out, but somehow these symbols just all tie together. And so it's kind of neat, right? And so I think that's where, in theory, regardless of like the politics, I'm sorry, but truth is truth, numbers are numbers, and numbers are the truth. It should be that way. But irrespective of the politics, they're not. And so this is where the machine learning part comes in. So machine learning, I think, at a high level, I don't think I'm wrong to say it's basically just algorithms and statistics. I mean, there's math there, obviously, from the statistics and the algorithms, but it's not a black box. I thought it was until I looked at it. I mean, there's obviously a little bit of massaging, and I'll get to that in a moment, but it's mostly just statistics, right? But here's the thing with statistics, is that they're predicated on the data that's fed into it, which has some bias, and also they can be manipulated afterwards, where there's some bias there too. And so we're moving from a paradigm where there is just experimental theories that you try and prove, to now you're just kind of ramming data through and seeing what pops out, subject to the biases and preconceived notion of the people applying them. And so I think that's really why it's so fascinating to me, is that you're trying to reconcile universal truth with, not your truth, but like a truth, which is not quite fact, but it's also certainly not lies either, right? And I think that human element is probably why everyone harps so much on data science so much, because, I mean, until robots become fully sentient, AI is just a set of algorithms that are subject to human input. And so because it requires such a high level of numerical understanding and soft skills to make it work, that's a very small set of people that can do that. I mean, if you look at machine learning and data science, 95% of it is understanding what you're putting into it and then getting the data clean. I mean, the code and the algorithms, that's relatively academic at the end of it. And so I think it's just really fascinating that, there is such a field where you can deal with these universal truths, but at the same time that requires so much human input at the end. It's fascinating. And that you can use these things, even if they're not perfect, to get predictions for, like the example yesterday was, risk for diabetes, or, there's probably someone out there doing gun violence and, drug use and all kinds of things. And it's just amazing that, again, kind of similar to how these symbols just work out in the universe, you can still run these imperfect algorithms and get, if not perfect, still pretty good outcomes. And I just think that's fascinating. Anyway, so that's not really a big takeaway for you. It's just, I think just yesterday made me feel like this is what I'm comfortable doing. It's what I like doing. And I look forward to getting my teeth into some more similar problems in the future. So sorry for the ramble, but that's what's going on today. So I'll leave you with those thoughts to get on with your steps for tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to talking to you on day 26. Thank you.